Alright, so here we are with our second semifinal match of the Sunday Night Fight tonight, and it's MightyOwl versus CaDaBu. And I love it. I love watching the Priest games. He's actually done so well with the Priest that it's even exciting to watch. And you rarely get to say that about a Priest because they really don't do a lot normally. Oh, stand by. We got a lot of background noise. There are ruffians riding scooters through my apartment building. Okay, let's get the invite from MightyOwl. I mean, it's just gonna probably send us for a loop again. Because right now, I mean, we've seen the decks earlier tonight, so we know what's going on. This is, don't you love it? CaDaBu stole a Grim Patron. So now he's going to get to figure out if the Grim Patron is going to work into his plan, which, considering the way that Priest buffs work, there's a chance that he might get the upper hand quicker in this game. Just purely using a Patron. The MightyOwl has filled his hand pretty quickly. Turn 4, he's got 9 cards. It's like Handlock, you know. He's just ready to go. He's just got to get to turn 6 and get that Emperor out. And CaDaBu is just all over it. More draw. Yes, please. So what are we looking at on turn 6 here? Oh, is that a Sneed's Old Shredder? This is great. Look, when do you ever get to see Sneeds in play? I mean, like, never. And look at that, here come the patrons, and this is the beautiful mix. The patrons plus the Circle of Healing, plus the double card draw. Oh, it's just too good. Oh my god, and Holy Nova, look, he actually gets to, Cad actually gets to play those patrons off of the Gnomish Inventor, and then Holy Nova to heal them back up if he wants. He's going to have like a ton of different options. I mean, of course, turn 6 for the Warrior, like MightyOwl is going to have a couple of choices here too. But those patrons already looking threatening. Okay, so MightyOwl is going to get rid of one of them right away. And that stops any sort of crazy spawning over these Gnomish Inventors here. Now, I mean, does he resurrect? That's the question. What have we seen? I don't think anything else has died besides the Patron, right? Can he play Resurrect and get another Patron? I think he can. He's trying to think. What else did I play? He wants maximum draw too. You're not going to kill that Gnomish Inventor with the Holy Nova. So why not kill the one that you're going to kill anyway, the 2-1. Yeah. Resurrect a Patron. No, oh, wow. So he gets the Arcanine Soul Priest, which is the only other minion we've seen. I was trying to think of what it was. We saw 3. The Patron, the Cleric, and the Arcanine. And the Arcanine was the only one besides the Patron to have died so far. So I think maybe that's kind of unlucky. I mean, he's on full health, so it's not like he has to worry about using his hero power for healing. But at the same time, it would have been nice, I think, in his opinion, to get the Patron there. Because now, yeah, look, he's going to lose the healthy Patron. Doesn't mean he has to lose them both. But at the same time, now CaDaBu has to be sort of more concerned. Well, he's going to go ahead and steal this Dread Corsair. Probably run it into the Emperor, I'm guessing. And then the Holy Nova. See, he can't Holy Nova. Well, he's got the Arcanine Soul Priest out there, so he's going to just have to ping it off. And, I mean, it's still a lot of pressure. Still a lot of pressure from the Priest. And when does the Patron Warrior find himself under this kind of pressure? Normally, especially against the Priest. Okay, so now he's setting up to at least make up some armor here. Okay, maybe lots of armor. And knock off this Cabal, the Arcanine Soul Priest. Now, you can't play Holy Nova while she's alive, and you can't just run her into that ghoul without losing your patron. Is there a better way? I mean, not really, because he plays Light of Naru. I think you almost could just go Circle of Healing here and just ruin the board. I think that's what he's going to do. Yeah, he's going all in on the pain here. Oh, now look at this, see? So even though he gives the armor to the Mighty Owl, he's going to do a ton of healing on this one turn and pump these Light Wardens up really big. And all the animations are taking a long time here. The end turn button's not clicking over because he's managed to get all of his turn done before it does. But look at this. Is this the game right here? It is. Wow. What a finish. Fantastic play from the Priest. And unlucky, Mighty Owl, for the... It's really tough when you're playing Patron Warrior and suddenly you're trying to fight off patrons and you were never even expecting it in the first place. It just happened that way, you know. So kind of a shame. And okay, so now we go straight into game 2. So I hope, yeah, I got that, buddy. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see the Mighty Owl's whole cards in this one because it's Spectator's been bugging so hard tonight. I don't know if it's even worth it at this point. So we're just going to go ahead and stick with you. And I do believe that we saw Handlock as well from the Mighty Owl earlier, right? So it's going to be the Handlock versus the Mallylock. And see, you're already looking at the whole cards of Cad's hand here, and the Mallylock, like, it's not entirely different from your standard Handlock hand. You know, you've got the Sludge Belchers and the Antique Killbots and Thorson and a Big Game Hunter and Twilight Drakes and all that other stuff. But you have things like Implosion. You have things like Blackwing Technician, where you actually get something on the board on turn 3 that's got like some reasonable stats. I mean, okay, not as reasonable as a Mountain Giant, but you know, you can Big Game Hunter here. And then he's still going to get a nice big Twilight Drake on the next turn, you know. And I think also the Mallylock runs Azure Drakes, so you're going to get that little bit of card draw, that tap-free card draw. You get the spell damage +1 as you're building up to your actual, you know, Malygos like burst finish combo. But the hand is more reliant. Having said all of that, the hand is more reliant on getting your finish. Now, sometimes, you know, just the cards you play on the way to that point are going to be strong enough to win you the game occasionally, and that happens here and there. But the beauty in the Mallylock obviously is in the kill combo at the end. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see that. But it looks like CaD's already got a pretty strong hold in the game, and it is just a matter of playing against handlock. It's always going to look like the handlock warlock is going to be sort of behind, and that's not necessarily the case. So we'll see how it plays out here. With 5 mana, though, like what does he want to do? Does he want to coin out the Emperor? He's just going to go ahead and play the Drake. So we choose a Sludge Belcher, clears the Zombie Chow. I mean, with the cards he had in hand, I suppose he could have tapped there and cleared the Sludge Belcher and still not really been, or cleared the Zombie Chow and still not been in danger and would have got sort of more of the health value out of the Zombie Chow. I don't know if it's more important to get the Sludge Belcher on the board here. I suppose that control aspect where you're trying to make sure that you don't lose any footing. But it looks like he's already pretty far ahead. He's the full-size Drake there, 10 health. And he's definitely putting the pressure on again. Mighty Owl gets that Mortal Coil. Does he have a Siphon Soul? I mean, he's not going to want to use it on a Drake, but I don't know how much damage he feels like he can deal with here. CaDaBu's board is building. And see, now we see 7 damage. Oh wow, it draws into a second big game hunter as the second giant comes out. That's pretty harsh for the owl. Gonna go ahead and build a wall. Still gonna kill the giant. And that is a lot for the warlock. We've already seen one molten giant too, and look, he hasn't got a great deal of card. I mean, he's only seen half of his deck, so it's going to be really hard to have the answers here that he needs. I don't even know he has any answers right now. A small wall is not going to be enough. We see the Shadow Flame in CaD's hand, and that'll do it. That was a clean one, and quick. Alright, so the second semifinal, CaDaBu defeats the Mighty Owl and goes to the finals again. Our resident finalist doing his job. Congratulations, sir. Well played.